I love this station. My name is Kusi. I'll be with you up until 12. Obviously, I'm not alone. I'm with my homie. Should I call you homie?
Yeah, I think that works.
From another mother, from another country, from another continent, all the way from US. Please, he's not responsible for tariffs, and we're not gonna go deep in that one.
That's a whole other.
That's another whole another thing.
Yeah, not today, at least.
Please. Anyway, the first interview for the day, we're speaking to Dylan.
Yes, we did speak to Dylan from the Glen Farmhouse about that local community center. It sounds pretty cool.
And also to a point where, it's amazing things that are happening within the community, which is why Bush Radio has always been in the forefront to make sure that wherever you are, you know what's happening out there. Talking about what's happening out there, we have another amazing individual, also from the community. His name is Jason Benson. He's going to tell us more where in all these communities of Cape Town, where is he from? Anyway, Jason Benson, who's 26 years old, has already made significant impact in the music scene, known for his powerful vocals and songwriting. Prose has garnered attention with previous releases such as Fighting Temptations and Stolen. And his recent music, obviously, has influenced by Imagine Dragons, The Score. There's a whole lot of list out there. So also we'll be speaking about his new single called Rain. And so we'll get to know Jason Gagotle. Jason, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Do you like that intro?
That was the right one. That was the right one. You hit the sweet spot.
I worked hard for the whole week for that intro. But anyway, Jason, thank you very much for coming through. How have you been keeping up, man? It's been raining in Cape Town. It's been cold.
It's back.
Autumn.
It's back.
Winter. Trains are blocked. City of Cape Town. But it's one of those crazy things that have been happening. Yeah. So how have you been keeping up?
Hey, man, we've been alive and kicking, There's a lot happening always, but as we do, we keep moving forward.
Where are you from?
I'm from Eerste River, actually.
Eerste River. Well, he's from New York. He doesn't know anything about Cape Town. Have you been to the Cape Flats? No. What? Have you never been to Langa?
I'm actually going on Friday.
Manningberg, Mitchell's Plain, Bokap. Have you been to Bokap?
I've been to Bokap, yeah. But I feel like that's not exactly the most.
That's suburb vibe. Do you want to be in the Cape Flats?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm actually going to go on Friday as part of my program.
Nice.
So I'm not sure where, actually. All I know is that we're going to the Cape Flats.
They're keeping it a mystery so that you don't Google.
Exactly.
So that you don't Google. Coming back to you, Jason, for somebody who have never been to your community, what kind of a community in your... Obviously, this is you, personally. You can't say, Eerste River is like this.
Of course. I'm one person. So I think... one thing that I do appreciate is that it is a nice mix of people. There are all sorts of people in Eerste River, and it's quite big, actually. Like, it's bigger than I expect sometimes. I find myself just driving, and I'm like, wow, we're still in Eerste
Is it one of those
River.
areas that there's a constantly development all the time?
Yeah, I think... Actually, this is my opinion, I would say that there's only been recently development in Eerste River. It's been the same for quite a while, but again, it's a nice mix of people. Yeah.
Okay. Did you grow up there?
All my life, yeah. Wow. So I spent most of my time though in, a lot of my time, I should say, in Somerset West as well, because I went to school there. And then eventually studied sound engineering around here, actually, at Academy of Sound Engineering. Yeah. So
the reason I'm asking you, the background, where you're from, and all that, is because it's one of those things, as a person or as an individual, your community always play a role in who you are or how you see things.
Definitely.
Which community are you from?
Well, New York City.
Obviously.
That's like 50 million communities in one, right?
Your community.
I'm from all the way down at the very bottom of Manhattan, which is called the Financial District because we're not that far away from Wall Street.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds cooler than it is.
Yeah. No,
Although I did, my dad used to have a place in Brooklyn, and I would walk across the bridge to the school every morning, which is It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's safe, right?
Yeah.
I have to check safe.
America safety.
Yeah. No, I'll be going soon, so.
We're not talking about
great.
America yet. So, Jason, the love of music, the love of art. Take us back. How did it all started? Was it because your neighbor was making noise all the time in the morning?
Usually the neighbor.
What is that noise there? I need to know that noise. How did it all start?
If I'm being very straightforward, I would definitely say it was my mother, because she tells me stories still of how she put headphones while on her womb while she was pregnant.
Wow.
So that's honestly then
She was
in
just
my
like,
book.
really wanted a musician son.
She knew. She knew, man. So that's probably like the first memory that I don't really remember. And then grew up in church a lot, and those people have chops like no other, man. Sometimes it's intense there. They don't play. Then eventually got into R&B, soul a lot, jazzy vibes, and now I'm into pop rock.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
And now
jump.
you're with us. Also.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm at Bush.
We like it to even have you.
Yeah, oh.
So,
Accolades.
so you sort of like, it was a little bit always like a part of your life, music was. But like, what was it that made the switch that you're like, you know what, sound engineering is what I'm going to study, actually?
That's actually a great question. I honestly, in terms of the sound engineering, I chose that as a backup. It was literally because we know to be a musician and make an honest living is quite difficult sometimes. So the sound engineering thing was more like a backup, but music from 17 became like my goal just because I could see that I had some kind of talent, some kind of gift. Therefore, I had a responsibility to give it as well. Yeah.
And so, like, you said you've sort of jumped around. You went like R&B, jazzy, and then now you're in pop rock. Is there like a through line? Is there any particular sound that's sort of been similar throughout like your different music styles?
That's you're making me think. I guess it would definitely be this like sense of a soundscape. Like I do enjoy making the music sound like something you would see, if that makes sense. So soundtracks for films kind of are my inspiration as well, and trying to make that make sense in any genre, I think, is a great goal.
Wow, so this like grand sound is sort of what I...
Yeah. It's a work in progress, but...
As it always is, right? You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what is the thing that keeps you coming back to music every day? Like, why does it... You just wake up, and what gets you out of bed for that?
Honestly, I would go insane if I need to just keep all this emotion and these thoughts in myself, I guess, and not actually have any way to express it. I do find joy in not necessarily needing to make a song, but even just like, sitting down, playing my piano, or even doing exercise is sometimes an outlet of that, emotion that you have. But music, I haven't found anything else that makes me feel as together,
And so what emotions are you trying to channel through your music?
Like Ryan's coming.
I'm just like, 1, 2. Yeah. I mean, so when I think of pop rock, it's like, that's more upbeat. That's more like, happy is sometimes the right word, sometimes not. But
I don't know if it's always happy, but I definitely have been finding solace in just sometimes we feel a little crazy. You feel like an island sometimes, and you look around and you're like, they know me, but they don't really know me. So I think that at the end of the day is what makes us human, and that is what I'm trying to channel through the music, is what makes us human, what is something we all can relate to, and how can I make us, at least keep up the pace.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and squeeze in some other song. Obviously, we're going to play Rain, which is your latest new track. But so what we're going to do is we're going to quickly play some song, which is, I think it's remix, which is called Stolen.
Oh.
What you did.
That's a switch up.
Because we're speaking to an artist, we can't be yappity too much without playing the music. Let the music talk.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go.
Like it.
What you've done, my heart is stolen. It's stolen. It's stolen. Stolen by your touch. By your touch. Too far, now my heart is stolen, stolen.
We promise we're gonna bring it back, that song, a little bit later on, probably after the news. Jason Benson, at least we want to hear you thoroughly, with 3 of your songs we're gonna play it
we love that.
After the news, but obviously with Rain. So quickly, now you with Rain, new track, what's up? 2025?
2025, bro.
It's one of those,
Hey,
and by the way, though, it's still early to plan everything that you want to do this year.
Yes, yes. So I think
and you?
it was great to get it started early in the year, definitely. And 2025, it came in like a beast, man.
And you're saying rain before the rain.
Hey, exactly.
It makes sense.
We're calling it.
Go with the flow.
Hey.
Why rain?
So I think there's a lot of meaning behind rain for everyone. Again, it's that underlying thing of trying to find what makes us human, what type of things do we relate to, and how can I use those things to create a bigger meaning than just myself. But personally, rain meant 2 things. It meant fearlessness, number 1. So the chorus is literally me like calling out the rain, like bring it, I'm ready for you. But also just faith as well, I think, in the sense that that bring it thing, like if the rain comes, I'll still be good, it doesn't matter.
Even if it's flooding.
Yeah, it can flood. I can swim, bro.
And also rain is also the giver of life,
Exactly.
Okay, so, sorry, Ryan?
I was just going to ask very quickly, so where can we listen to this? Where can we follow your work?
So I'm everywhere, literally. I think the quickest way to find me would be Instagram. I'm Jason Benson Music, and then in my description is a link that'll take you to like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, everywhere. Yeah.
Hey, to be honest with you, I'm bad on socials. When it comes to social media,
you and me both. And I should.
Do you have someone who's helping you with it, or you doing it yourself?
I've been doing it myself. You can see I've been doing it myself.
That's a lot of work.
It's hard work.
So now, are you still doing it yourself?
Yes. Eventually, I do want to, get some people that can help me just in terms of scaling.
Okay.
But at the moment, it's been a solo thing. Collaborating with producers more.
quickly, last one because we have to play Rain.
Of course.
Any upcoming EP album?
So actually, I have another single coming up, and it might fit your format a little bit better. It's a rap song,
nice.
So I'm now jumping back to.
Oh, by the way, the morning
roots.
cruise only certain days we have certain music. It's not like every day.
Oh,
Today is hip hop day. Tuesday's jazz day.
Thursday.
I was bouncing with today, bro.
No. Today is hip hop. You like to listen morning cruise via hip hop.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
yeah.
is dance music.
No, okay.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's also
here's
gonna be a
Rain
vibe.
by Jason. Quickly again on social, where can people get you?
So Jason Benson music everywhere. That's me.
That's it.
Great.
That's
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you, sir.
We'd
Thank
love
you
to
both.
have you again.